Hi, Diana. Okay, so this is going to be your quick rundown of your WordPress uh, dashboard, sorry. And I'm going to go over the last few things we were talking about in our text messages about the website and show you how I do that, okay? So I'm going to go over everything like I did the other night, and then we're also going to affect things while I'm recording. Okay, so this is your dashboard. This is where the main basic information is going to be. Right here it says that your site health should be improved. That is a good thing to keep an eye on. So it says that you have 7 different items. Let's take a look. Okay. So yeah, we know that we need to get the Jetpack set up. Like I said before, there's a couple of applications like Jetpack and Google Insights that because I don't have access to your email, I can't set that up for you. So you're going to have to do that, and I'll go over that with you if you need to. Other than that, these are just small things. Inactive themes, I'll show you how to get rid of those, although that's probably not something that you need to worry about at all. It's just something that I will do right now. Um, we need to update the version of PHP that you're using. Mine says this all the time too. I would ignore it. It's really not a big deal. I don't know what it is. While checking whether your site can be found. Oh, so there's an issue with your SEO. Uh, why did check fail? Something timed out before it could finish. I don't know. That's something that I'll look at again later. But majority, basically, you just need to get rid of things that aren't active, like plugins and themes. You don't need inactive things on here because it brings down the health of the site. And you need to make sure that the plugins that you are using are fully operational. So it's telling you that you need to set up your Jetpack. And we can do that at a later time. So I'm just going to go down this list, basically, down this whole row and explain everything bit by bit and go over whatever I can. So let's see. Jetpack, like I said, that's going to give you, it's basically going to give you all of the information that you need, your security, your performance, how many people are coming here, how they're coming, from what site. Like you're going to get to know if you're getting more people from Facebook, from Instagram, from Google, things like that. Like it's going to give you a lot of very good to know information, and I highly suggest having it, but you have to set it up yourself, unfortunately. It's really not a big deal, but I'll go over it with you. Akismet is just something that keeps spam off of your website. Your posts, that is what, these are your blog posts. So this is where you would write blog posts. Right now you just have drafts. You don't have anything. Like I would go ahead and get rid of. Now if you want to, yeah, you click it, move to trash, apply. That's how you delete things. So these are like drafts and they're not published. They're not on your website right now. You also don't have a link to the blog as of yet. Eventually, you do want to write things. That's cool. When you're ready to start writing something, or if you want to commission others to write things for you, which is a very, very common thing in the blogging industry. You don't even have to pay them. You just have to reach out and ask people, hey, I love your style. I like what you wrote here in your caption. Would you want to further that idea and write something for the blog of my website? That's actually what I do a lot with FTL Beauty. I write some of the blogs myself, sure, but majority of the time I'm reaching out to other people to write for me. And that actually is a great way to fill out your blog without having to rack your brain and write creatively all the damn time. You can get other people to collaborate with you, no problem. So these are tags and categories. These are two different ways that you can look things up, especially through images and blogs on a website. You can categorize them. You can have tags that when people just type in a tag word, it will show up everything that's tagged under that. So you can use families, you can use weddings, you can use engagements, you can use maternity, you can use motherhood, anything like that. You can use those as tags on all of the different posts that you create, as well as the images that you upload to make them easily searchable on your website. Media, obviously, is where all of your media is being held. You can come in here and you can edit the images as much as you like, although I'm sure that you're going to edit them somewhere else and just upload them here. But once in a while, just like you've seen with the testimonials and things like that, you're going to need to upload, you're going to need to like affect the image here and make sure it's the right dimensions or the right however you need it to fit into a specific area. And then I would just re-upload the really good image for whatever reason that you need it for. Forms is like the contact form, and you can create other different forms from here. Like I said, we're probably going to end up needing to use a different forms plugin, which is going to be a great way for me to show you how to change out plugins. Not a big deal. We just need to know which pages have those forms on them. Okay. So forms, like every time an entry. So like if you were to continue to use this form, when you hover over it, you see an additional menu pops out, and you would see how many forms you have. You would create a new form. Entries is every single time someone creates an entry for that form, it's going to be under that area. So even if you don't get an email, I would suggest coming here at least once a week to make sure that you're doing your updates and to see if there's been any entries. So a weekly or even maybe twice a week sort of thing that you just come in here and maintain the website really easily. You can, settings and add-ons and things like that for everything. Pages are all the different pages for your website. Your about page, your blog page, which you don't need to affect from here unless you want to go in and maximize the SEO, which you can see over here. This is SEO and this is writability. So these are all of the things that you could add on or improve. So if you wanted to go into every single page and make sure that the SEO is lit green on every page, that's a wonderful thing for you to do, as well as taking the time for the writability or the readability, for all of your pages as well. It's not a bad idea. But you'll notice that no matter what, the pages like portfolio, where it's literally all pictures, it's just going to be red because there's maybe 2 sentences on the page. You don't need a lot of words when there's beautiful pictures, and that's what people are there to look at anyways. They're there to see your work. So unfortunately, they're just going to be red, but it's not going to affect anything. It's just a way of letting people know who are you, because WordPress is mostly used by bloggers. So that's a great way to let people know, hey, you need to work on how this sounds. But that's really something that you only need to utilize in the blog area, right? But your SEO, that's a great thing to let you know if your SEO is doing well on your website. And it looks like the about page, I got the SEO looking good, and then I added some stuff to these 2 pages, the home, and I haven't done anything for the Instagram page, but I haven't really done anything for your SEO yet. We can do that soon if you want help with that. It's really actually great, awesomely easy. It lays out all of the instructions for you on the very bottom of the page. So while we're in the pages area, this is where you would go to update anything, right? So your about page is already laid out. The blog page, like I said, that's where all your blog posts go. So to affect that, you go to the posts. You don't really need to worry about this. Your contact page is where your contact information is. Your home page is where all of your basic stuff. We created the Instagram page to create a link for your Instagram. The investment is where people get your information. And then the portfolio, these are the 3 pages that are linked to the portfolio page that keep your portfolio nice and organized. And then you have a privacy policy page, which that has a very basic privacy policy that I found on someone else's photography website, and that I just replaced your name and made sure that it made sense. I went through it and made sure that it made sense for, Florida or for you in general. It's very, very generalized. You can absolutely go in there and make it beef it up a lot more. Uh, it's not linked anywhere on the website. We can make sure to put it on the contact page if you like, if people would like to read the privacy policy. But this is mainly for when people are creating, yeah, I would suggest it go on the contact because they're putting their phone number, they're putting their wedding date, and they're putting their email address. So that's concerning the privacy of their personal information. So it's not a bad idea to stick the privacy policy there as well. But okay, so the contact page is where we would change out the forms, but we have to wait to change that out until we actually change out the plugins. Home, Instagram, investment. So let's say you wanted to change like your prices or your basic information. We're going to go into the investment page. All right, and now this is a quick rundown. It's going to explain what the block editing does. And I've basically broke that down for you already. It's like each section is a block. So in your WordPress editor, each paragraph, image, or video is presented as a distinct block of content. You make each block your own. Each block comes with its own set of controls for changing things like the color, the width, the alignment. You really can affect how everything looks on the page very easily, and you get to know the block library. And like I said, these little plus signs are your way of adding different elements to each block. Now, there are different editor plugins to use. This is the blocks editing plugin. You can get rid of it and use a different one, but to be honest, this is the one that comes with almost all like when you automatically make a WordPress, it's the first one that gets uploaded, so it's the one that everyone is the most comfortable with. It's really the easiest to use as well. So that's the title of the page. This is the heading, the main heading. That's one block. This is all another block with your package information, and if you wanted to change anything, you just type it's basically a very, very similar to like Google Documents or Word documents. So this one is one block together, and it's the media and text. So you could see up here is what I was talking about. So if I wanted to get rid of this whole thing, I would say remove block, right? I could copy it. I can duplicate it. I can create a thing where it slides in from the bottom. Like this will actually move on the page when people see it. I can replace the image inside of it. I can make it a link. I can insert a link inside of this image or inside of this. But whatever you're highlighting, I could click this whole thing and make it a link, or I could click inside of here and make that a link. And that little thing right here, or that little thing right here. Sometimes it's basically the exact same thing, but this is tilted and that one wasn't. I don't know why this isn't tilted and this one is, but that's how you create a link. And then you would type whatever username. Make sure you pay attention, because this will open that link in another tab or take you, like you want to keep your website open at all times so that people can't lose it on accident, right? So like if this is saying that like let's say that you partnered up with somebody and this is a picture of their product and that you're offering them a discount with your name, make sure to open this in a new tab so it doesn't take you completely away from the website. It just opens an additional tab, but we don't need to do that right now. And yeah, you can change this to a heading. You can make this centered. You can, all of that. You can always come in here and just play the uppercase. You can like change the way this looks in here. This is to move it around up or down. Same thing for this. This is to move this up or down, whether you want to move it within the page. This is to change the type of, because this is a form of like image. There are many different type of image blocks that you can use. So you can use an image, a group, create a column, or you can leave it the way it is. And you can change even the way this looks as well. You can make it look like that, like that, like that, or like that. And then you can add more things down at the bottom. Now, to affect SEO is to come down here, your focus key phrase. Every time you see one of these little question mark things, it's going to open up another tab, and it's going to be a part of WordPress's blog or Yoast's blog. Yoast has their own blog as well. This is yoast.com, and they're going to explain every little thing they're talking about. I highly recommend reading through. You don't have to literally go through, but if you get lost at all, they're very good at teaching you about SEO and how to use their particular form of plugin for it. So it's a wonderful tool. It really is. So this will teach you how to choose the right focus keywords for your page and such. So we didn't write very much. This would be investment. So investment, right? Now this is the preview of how it looks when someone Googles you, right? So if they were to type in Diana Cecilia investment into Google and they see this is how it's going to look. But you see this is orange, so we need to fill this in a little bit more because obviously there's not really any information there. So the title of the page, a separator, and the site title. So week in investment. Investment for your wedding, Diana Cecilia Photography, right? And then once you see this green, that means that's a good link. That's where you want it to be. And the slug is investment. That means the up here area where you see post.p. These are slugs. So you want the word to be the same. And then the meta description is this part right here. And we're going to say, we're just going to leave investment for now, right? I'm just going to leave the word because I'm not sure what to write at this very moment. But you come down here and all the red and orange things are what you should change and all the green things are what you did good, right? So there's no outbound links. There's no outbound links up here on this page. You should add some. So you need a link that goes out somewhere. So you have an inbound link. This is contact me here. So what we could do actually, wait. Okay, so to press enter creates an entirely different block. But if you want to write another line, but you don't want to create a new block, you simply would press shift and then click enter, and it would just take you to the next line within the same block. Okay, and that's exactly what I've just done there. I pressed shift and then enter, and then you would write follow me here, and then highlight here, create link, open in a new tab, Instagram.com/Diana Cecilia photo. All right. That is an outbound link. What are you talking about? Oh, what happened? Where did it go? Yeah, stuff like that can happen sometimes. I guess it didn't go. Create the link. Instagram.com/ I think I didn't write .com. Ha! Instagram.com/Diana Cecilia photo. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right. So now the outbound link. So you have an internal link, you have a link says contact me here, which is linked to the contact page, and then you say follow me here, which is linked to your Instagram page. So you have a link within the website and a link outside of your website that also connects something to you. So that boosts your SEO better, right? Key phrase in the introduction. Investment. You need to have the key phrase within the introduction. All package investments include. Key phrase in the introduction. Synonyms do not appear in the first paragraph. So you can see how some pages it's going to be hard to have perfect SEO because you don't really have paragraphs here. You have a little bit of information, you have a picture with a text, and that's about it for this page. You know what I'm saying? So this is the investment page. Unless you wanted to really create something else, it's kind of hard to truly affect every single thing. So key phrase density, the focus key phrase was found 0 times. That's less than the recommended minimum of 2 times with a text of this length. So it's suggesting that somewhere in here the word investment should be, and somewhere in here the word investment should be. But you can only drop it so many times. Key phrase in a subheading, and then the text length that's saying it's much too short. The meta description length and the image attributes. So image attributes, when you click the image, you're going to come over here and you're going to see alternative texts, right? Attributes. You should type Diana, Cecilia, investment, or photography investment, and leave it like that. That will help boost the SEO as well, right? So the meta description is this right here. Make an investment in your wedding. Have photos you're proud to look at 10 to 50 years from now. Called Diana, Cecilia, photography. Right, and now that's nice and green. That's enough words. It's not too much. It fits on the thing nice. And the meta description has the word investment in it. So you're good to go. But like the text link, the key phrase, all this shit, there's not really much you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? So when you come to the page, it's going to be orange. It's not going to be green. But that's okay. It means the SEO is okay. It's not great. It's not good to go, but it's what you can do. So we're going to click update. And we can view and come down here. You'll see view page. And just take a look at what you have. Very nice. See, and now we added that animation. So you see that when you come down, it already did it, so it's not going to again. But it has a little animation. It slides into the frame. Looks very nice. And I agree. I like how there's the name of the title is gone, and it looks much cleaner, and I really enjoy the way that looks. So that big picture that you saw at the top of the page was the featured image, which if you are on this area, the page, and you scroll down, you're going to see what the permalink is investment. The featured image is right here. If you ever want to change that, you simply click replace image, and you choose a different image from the thing right here. So discussion is whether you're going to allow comments. I don't think you should. It's like, what's the point? Because a lot of the time it's just spam comments. So it's like, whatever. Page attributes. Oh, that's just, here, you want to make sure it says click hide title. Both of these should be clicked, right? Only one of them was clicked and it still worked, but still just make Just make sure that the title is hidden. But that is where, because I used a plugin to hide the titles. So if you create a new page ever, you definitely want to come over here and click both hide title to make sure that it stays with this. It looks like the other pages and there's no title there. This is something that came with the theme. I think that's if you want to add like a phone call or whatever. I'm not quite sure. I would just leave that alone. Update. Good to go. And then we click the W to go back. I'm going to open one more page to show you a couple other things. Okay. So that was investment. This is Instagram page. Let's open that really quick. Okay. So this is linked to your, because it's coming from Instagram, so your Instagram doesn't need to be linked on it, but there's your portfolio, the investment page, your about page, the blog. I would actually take off because we don't have anything on the blog right now. So literally you could just come up, remove blog, bye-bye, remove, right? Okay, and then contact you, about, investment, portfolio, Facebook. Remove. There we go. Okay. And to add one, you would literally just, you would come in here, click at the very end of the word, and then click enter. And boom, another one goes there. And you would just grab this and bring it down. So let's say Pinterest. Edit. Pinterest.com, Diana Cecilia. I'm guessing what it is. You can change it later. Now, enter. No. Hello. Okay. So I think I just did multiples on top, and it's not just enter. Here, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Dude. Oi, this is so annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like it's super easy to do. Sometimes it's super annoying. I'm literally just like grab and drop, and it is not doing it. So you know what? Let's do... No, I don't want that. Okay, so we're gonna remove that block, and we're gonna try something else. We're gonna try to come here and press enter. No! Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I was just trying to show you that it's not always super easy. Copy. Or no, duplicate. No. Remove. How did I get it to go up and down like that? Okay. Now, these are literally just called buttons. So button, button. Aha. Okay, so I literally just did one on each. I just created a new block for each of them. All right. Where? Pinterest. Haha. Sometimes you have to click off to find the actual block because this is the thing within the block. So if you click just off of it, you will actually find the block and you will be able to find the alignment for the entire block itself. There you go. Right? And then we can just do this. All right. Okay, I don't. It is annoying. I apologize. It doesn't always want to do what you want it. Aha! Okay, so you click off again. Make sure you're clicking. And they do like that. And that is. So, yeah. So, if you wanted to add an additional button, you would literally come to the bottom. You would. Oh, this is. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. This is something. Remove this block. Okay. You would literally come here. Add block. So that's another thing I wanted to show. So these plus signs are where you create new blocks. If you're finished with a paragraph or you want to add a different element in the middle of a section, or you, like we're doing right here, we're adding a block or anything like that. You want to add a form, you created a PDF that you want people to be able to download for free, anything like that. You would just come here and type in whatever you need, right? We need a new button. Here's a button. Click just off of it to click on the entire thing, and you'll be able to make it center aligned. Type inside, I'm just going to say a word right now. I'm just going to say whatever. And then that is when click just off of it, and you can say wherever you want it to be. You don't want it to be there anymore? Remove block, and bye-bye, it is gone. And like I said before, this is just like the colors that is on WordPress. It's basically your own WordPress dashboard, has multiple themes as well. This is just part of the WordPress theme that's on your dashboard. If you were to come here and click update and then view page, you'll see that it looks totally different. It looks according to your theme that's applied for your actual website. Now, in addition to this little square right here, there's also this square up here, which does the exact same thing. It adds a new block. But if you're not sure what block you could use or anything like that, you're like, well, what kind of options do I have? This is where you could literally come and take a look at all of the different blocks and the abilities that they have, and use them to your advantage. There's actually a lot of really cool, fun stuff in here. Patterns. Oh, looks like there's something cool that you can also download. I don't know. And then you click that and it'll go away. And again, so Instagram. I don't really think you need to worry about the SEO for this page just because you're literally just using it as a link. So click update. I probably click update 1,000 times before I exit just to make 100% sure. So the last thing you need is to leave the page, but it does autosave. So let's say you did accidentally leave the page and you didn't update it. It does autosave like every couple of minutes. So you may have to okay, let's see something. So let's say you went to your portfolio. Come on, sorry. I just cleaned the computer out and we have new internet. You'd think it wouldn't be so slow. Alright, let's say you come in here and you're like, screw this. You don't want this, right? Let's remove this whole block. Remove block. Bye-bye. This is... There's usually something that will pop up here within a minute or so that will say it auto-saved. I'm not 100% sure though. Well, let's say you get up, you go make a cup of coffee, you do your thing, you totally forgot, you did not update it, and you leave the page. Well, one, it's going to say, hey, do you want to leave the page? You didn't save your shit, which is nice. But, so let's see, leave. And then portfolio, go back into it. Ha, see right here? It says the backup for the post is your browser is different. So it still has this, but you can restore the backup and it will do exactly what you did last time. And then it'll give you the chance to update it. And then you can view the page. So you're not totally screwed if you leave the page entirely. It may not 100% all be there if you were like typing a lot of stuff, but at least all of it won't be completely gone. So let's go into the engagements just to show you how to affect the gallery or to how to add to the gallery, right? Now there are many different, now that's just clicking the picture. But if we come up and, no. How do we, there we go. No. Yeah, okay, so I clicked kind of in between the pictures and something popped up. So like full width or wide width. I think the wide width looks good. Yeah. Page, no, block. Okay, so it's a masonry. It's display for multiple images, organized masonry gallery. You can give them rounded corners. Oh, there we go. Like if you wanted to round the corners of your images and have that be part of your look, you could do that. If you wanted to have more space in between your images. Light box. I'm not quite sure what that means, to be honest. Captions. So if you wanted to add captions. Oops. Pardon me. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That'll show you. Don't click the X to get rid of the caption. But, okay, so on the bottom, we'll try to find that picture. Where are those pictures? Let's say it was that one. Add to the gallery. Or maybe it was that one that was missing. Huh, okay. Update gallery. Yeah, and it adds it to the bottom. And you can also fade in, zoom in, slide in. Everything so far on your website is sliding in from the bottom. I kind of like to keep everything like the same. It gives it that sort of fading in is kind of cute too. So that's how it looks when you come onto the page. Filter, you don't need a filter. And that's to remove the block. So that's for the entire block, right? That's for the entire gallery. And then you can click each individual picture. Yeah, and then there will be captions. And then there's no captions. Okay. Caption style, dark, light. So that shows you the light version. Yeah, and it's not dark and it's not light. It's, yeah, okay. Advanced. And all right. So you can actually just add them. You don't have to create an additional one. But like I showed you when we were before, I would say when we were on the computer last time, you come in and you just press enter and that creates a new one right here. And you would just say uh, a gallery, right? And then you would click masonry and then add more photos. And that would make sure to add them on top. This way, if you want to keep continuously putting your newest images on the top, then that's a good idea. But if you don't want to do that, you just want to leave it kind of in chronological order, then you would just come here, you would type this, and then you would add photos from the gallery here. If you want to edit the gallery, that's right here, and then you can come and grab the pictures and reorder them any particular way you want. Update. Yeah. Media cutter. Oh, mobile. I see. Okay. I think the more pictures you add, the more it'll look like filled out down here. I was trying to figure out because the before when we added it was like the two bigger pictures. But I think it's just depending on the number of photos in the gallery on how it looks. But I like it. It's cute. Okay, let's take the remove animation because none of the other ones are animated. Okay, update. Actually, let's remove block. Yeah. Update one more time. Okay. Okay, so those are your pages. And to add a new page, just click Add New right here. Okay. Comments, if anybody leaves comments on anything, it would be right here. But I don't have comments enabled on anything, so you shouldn't see anything. Gallery, this is a type of gallery that just came with your, yeah, you really don't need to use it because you're not using it on any of the things. So you can click skip right here. Yeah, it's a completely different type of gallery, and it just came with the theme that you're using, so don't really worry about it. Appearance is when you customize it. You can just hover, and those are the themes that you have. So it says that you have a theme that you're not using. In the very beginning, when you were looking at site health, it said that you had a theme that wasn't being utilized. Aha. Ah, okay, so this is the catch wedding, the one that's the pro one, and this is, yeah. So when we click this, we come down here and click delete. Okay, that's the old one. This one is like a default one. You want to leave at least this one here, just in case, God forbid, this one like quits working one day. You at least have something there. This would be your backup, basically. So that's going to help your site health that we got rid of that small thing. And then this is like if you wanted to look at your widgets, when you click customize is when you go into the, the editor. Header, footer. Yeah, this is just different things. These are your plugins. Why does this have a number now? Oh, it's just start your free trial. No, thank you. Is the red thing going to go away now? Plugins. Okay, okay. Usually when there's a number on the okay, update, yeah, whatever. It's good even if you have them, like, you're not going to use all of these plugins because a lot of them were recommended to have for the theme, and it's better to have the plugins here and just keep them updated or whatever than to not use the plugins because sometimes you don't know what they're doing for the theme. They could just by having them, they could be assisting the theme work better in the mere fact that, there's nothing missing from the code. And then a lot of the times, if you don't have them, you'll have all of these notifications up here saying, you don't have this thing, you should download it, and it won't go away. And they're incredibly annoying. So just by having them, it's less crap to look at, basically. So these are your plugins. You want to make sure that everything stays nice and updated. A lot of the time you just click plugin, come down to click update and click apply and just let it and walk away, go make a cup of coffee, go eat your breakfast, whatever. Just let it do its thing, right? Because you're not going to be able to touch it for a few minutes because it's updating everything. That's when you'll get that maintenance message, basically. And like I said before, so like all of these plugins, they all do something different. They're like applications for your phone, but for your website. And then they all, let's see, like the catch gallery. I think the catch gallery is what you're using, the different gallery things. But basically, CoBlocks, that's the plugin for the way that you're entering your information through all those blocks. These are all things that just came. Gravity forms. That's the forms that you see up here. That's gravity forms. So if you don't want to use gravity forms anymore, we think it sucks, it's not working right, we want to deactivate and then delete. Right? And then we're going to come up here, add new. We're going to find a new way to have a form on the page. Forms. Okay, so this has like a great setting thing right here. This is drag and drop form builder for WordPress. Seems super simple. We'll install that dude. All right, and then we'll click activate. All right, and then it brings us to how to create your first forms. And you can totally watch the video. We're going to just go straight here because I've used this plugin before. All right, so we start with a blank form. Create a blank form. All right. Nice blank form. Fancy fields, standard fields, fancy fields. Okay, so let's put name, email, phone number, and then single line text so that we can come over here and edit it. And instead of single line text, we'll put wedding date, required, and then add more fields. We will add paragraph text. All right, click. How can I help you? Required. Oops, oops, oops. No, we will delete that. Okay, but we want to come here and say that that's required as well. All right, submit. Contact form. All right, we'll save it. Basic contacts form. Okay, so we are now over here. So we were where plugins, and we downloaded a new plugin for WP Wordpress. So these are all your forms right here, right? Let's go to settings. Oh, we're using the light version, which is super basic. We don't need this. Okay, let's leave it the way it's set then. Save those settings. Email. To enable sending emails. Oh, okay. Template, yeah. Header image. Okay. No, we're not doing capture stuff. Okay, so these messages are displayed to the users as they fill out the form. Real-time messages get included in user text. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is saying that when people are filling things out, this is the little thing that, like, when people please enter a valid email address, that's what they see. Character limits and stuff. Okay, okay. Migrations. What? Well, that's dumb. Okay. Where the hell are these going then? Okay, well, if you can't look at the entries, then there's no point. Okay, so plugins, see, that's the one thing that I don't like is that, like, I mean, I probably could, but I'd rather not download a bunch of things at the same time and just play with each of them because I've done that before, and then things can get really muddled and messed up, uh, the coding for things. But that's just silly. You want to be able to manage the entries from here, and you want to be able to tell it what email address to send it to, and there's no way to do that, so that seems kind of silly. Sorry. So we're going to get rid of this one. WordPress forms. Doop. Wait, deactivate. And delete. Okay, let's try this again. Forms. Simple but flexible. Installation failed. Okay. Let's try Ninja Forms. They do really well. Sorry for these long pauses. Beautiful silence. Okay. So what was that one called again? Ninja. Okay. Ninja Forms. Where are you? Ninja Forms. Add new. Wait, let's go to submissions. Okay, cool. So it lets you just go straight to submissions. Beautiful. Settings. What's dashboard? Okay, so there's a contact me that's already been made, which is basic. Services, absent. Name, email. Okay. Wait, I said hello. There we go. Done. And then we also want phone number. Name, phone number, email, wedding date, message. Okay, done. Publish. All right. Store the submissions. Okay, yeah. Okay, email confirmations. Okay, so action. What does that mean? Oh, that their submission was confirmed. That's what gets sent to them. Okay, so field email. This is reply to. Now let's do. That's in the reply to area. They'll be replying to that email. So it's a submission. Yeah, all fields table. So yeah, okay. That's advanced. All right. Okay, so that's what it'll say. And then that underneath that is be everything that they put into it. So their name, their email, their phone number, and their message. So it'll show what you received as well. Right? That's done. And then email notification. Admin email. Okay, so you want this to go to your Yahoo. So I'm gonna go into my text messages really quick and double check the spelling on that. Diana C. Frias. Okay. Diana C. Frias at yahoo.com, and it's replying to whatever that person's email is. New message from that name. So it's sending you their information, the field message, what their name and what their email was. So I'm going to say that. New entry. And that's what's going to be in the email that gets sent to this email address. Okay, done. And then success message. Form submitted successfully. A confirmation email has been sent to this email address. So that's what they will see. Awesome sauce. All right, publish. Now, get rid of that. So, what you see right here is called a short code. That is basically just like a really small snippet of code that you would put in places to tell where you want the form to go, right? So we're going to go back up to pages and contact. Okay, so that is where the form used to be. And we're just going to come here. I don't know, install form. I'm not going to install. Your site doesn't include support for form block. Remove it entirely. Yeah, I want to remove it, not install form. Anyway, okay, so you come here, and you're going to type this. You're going to come and say short code. Yeah, right here. And then you're just going to paste the shortcode for the form. Update, view the page. And there's nothing there. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, there we go. Sure, you want maybe that to move into the center. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Let's see if we can edit the way that looks. Dashboard. Okay, contact me. Advanced. Display settings. Contact me. What if we just took that away? Don't display form title. Done. Restrictions. No. Okay, publish. And no matter what, that code is still the same code for the form. So now we've edited it. So let's go back to that page. Contact. Update. I'm just going to click update so that view page pops up. That's all. I don't think there's a but I don't think it looks bad. You need that little statement right there to let people know that we need to edit so that the phone number is required as well. Okay. But I like it. It looks good. All right. Okay. Okay, come back over this way. And go back to Ninja Forms. I don't know why that's not popping up. Phone number is required. Done. Okay, publish. Okay. So appearance, plugins. We'll go back to plugins and just look at a few of the other ones, but that's basically a good rundown of how plugins basically work. Literally, if you want something like before, like basically when you wanted the title to not be there anymore, and I was like, well, there's nothing in the settings for the basic theme to take away the title of the page. So I simply came here and I typed, yeah, hide title page, hide page title, and type enter, hide page title post, like, and literally there were quite a few. And then sometimes, like, for the Instagram page, I wanted to hide, see, the menu is created out of widgets and footer areas. There's 4 footer areas. Each area has a widget for a link. That's a picture that's creating a menu for you. Because we hide the titles, it also hid the titles of the pages in the menu. So it messed up the look of the menu. So we got rid of the menu, created a new menu out of widgets within the footer. But on the Instagram page, I didn't want to have those links on the bottom because I thought it looked much more sensible and much cleaner without that on the bottom. So I was having a hard time finding plugins for that because it was kind of a hard thing to describe. So that's when I would go to Google and I would type in, you know, how do I hide widgets in my footer? And then literally just sit and kind of dig through and figure that out. And eventually I found a blog post about a plugin that does exactly that. And in the plugins, I'll show you where that is. It is widget context. So now there's this cool thing that you have available to all your widgets where you can say whether you want them to be visible on all pages, on just this page, on just these pages, but not that page. So that's actually a really cool thing to have. So that's your widget thing. There's use any font, which is a plugin that I found to be able to upload a specific font so that I don't have to use the only ones that are available from WordPress. Title remover is how we got rid of the titles. This is just security, social media icons. When you do create blog posts, by having this at the top of the blog post, there will be something, there will be like the share this to Facebook, pin this on Pinterest, that kind of thing above each blog post. That's what that's for. Your social gallery widgets, that is for the Instagram, to display your Instagram feed directly onto your website, either using a widget or a shortcode. Now you can do that, but you have to go into the settings and you have to because again, I couldn't set that up for you because I don't have access to your Instagram, but you're going to need to be able to get the access key to your Instagram feed. Again, I will help you with that because I've done that before. Smush is an application that's going to compress your photos. So it reduces image sizes, it improves the performance, and it boosts your SEO all together. So it's not actually affecting the quality of your images, but it's compressing how much size they take up on the website. So it will download much faster. PDF embedder is like if you ever want to create a PDF that has information for the brides on what they should do before an engagement or before a wedding photo shoot or anything like that, you can go on to Google Docs, create the document or however you want, and create a PDF out of whatever document you've typed up for them. And then this will allow you to embed that PDF to be downloaded for free on your website. There's your forms. This is a chat thing that came with the stuff where it said to just, so I haven't used it, I haven't played with it, and I don't know very much about it, to be totally honest with you. Jetpack, like I said, gives you all of that information. Inserts, headers, and footers is a good way, like when you go to get your information from Google or whatever, you're going to have to embed code into your website so that Pinterest and Google, and I think another website as well. If you want to claim your website within these social media or these applications like Google Insights and Google AdWords and things like that, if you want to have ads on your website from Google, that will help you gain money through your website. That's a perfect way to do so, but you're going to have to take that code and insert it into your header. And the easiest possible way to do that is with this plugin. So when you hover over appearance, You're going to see the word header right here. You click that. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. What am I, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. What are we doing? That is not what I thought it was. I'm sorry. I'm taking you to the wrong. My apologies. You see settings, and inserter headers and footers. So in your settings, you would click that. I'm sorry. I took you to the wrong thing at first. And then you see these blue lines. So if you need to insert script into your header, into your body, or into the footer, this is where you would do so. Okay, so again, these essential content types, essential widgets, these things just came with it. Coblog. CMP is the coming soon page. These are all things that came with your hide page and post title. Oh, so we have two. I did have two of them downloaded because I think one stopped working at one point. And again, so now I don't know which one works and which one doesn't. So you have two of them, and now you have to click both. Remember when I was showing you on the side of the page where it's like if you create a new page and you want to make sure that the title is hidden, you want to click both of them to say hide title, and then this is your anti-spam thing. So those are all your plugins. And then when it comes to this point, everything, these are users. You're not having people create usernames, so you don't need this. Tools are basic, like if you want to import information or you want to check up on your site health, that's basic stuff. Settings are your basic settings. Now that is where I thought that the WordPress site would be at, because that's normally like your site title and your tagline. Like usually that's here and you would see those words and you would change it, but it doesn't say that. So I really can't find where it says those words to change it. I honestly can't. I think that's just a thing from WordPress. So yeah, so you changed it to the Yahoo. Yeah, so you're good here. Those are your basic settings. Writing, reading, it's super just basic information. And then these are all of your plugins. This is where, like, if you need to affect the settings of the plugin for whatever reason, this is where you would come to do so. So each one of these, and if you wanted to upgrade that plugin and take it a little further and get the pro version, this is also where you would come and find that information. Okay, so just to go over our text messages one more time. So I changed the Gmail to the Yahoo and can't figure out where it says a WordPress website, a WordPress site, but I think that's just because mine says it as well. My FTO Beauty says it as well, but only when you're Googling it on a cell phone. It doesn't, I don't see it anywhere on my laptop when you are Googling or you're looking it up from your laptop. See, figure out the contact info. We did that. Add name and erase this, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And so we changed it. Submission. All right. Okay, so this is basically the end. If you need any help with anything else, this should be an easy, quick, I don't know about quick, it took me a little while to make it, but this should be an easy reference for you to use in the future. Also, if you have any questions, you can always either call me or email me or text me or whatever you need. All right, have a good day, my love.